Mo, decent result away to City. I mean, we know it's not the game that we was all expecting, where it be, a title decider, but still encouraging that we're coming to these places now and getting decent results.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange game. It was quite open at times, and I don't know. City, I think they had a lot of joy, especially down our left. Down the right, Monreal didn't stop a cross today, it felt like, and they had a lot of opportunities. I just kind of feel like we were almost lucky to get away with a draw in that game. I can understand us closing it off at the end, but I was desperate to win today. Especially with the Tottenham result before. We had everything to play for, because at least take it to the final game of the season with a chance of us finishing above them. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, fair enough. It's a very, very irrelevant thing in the bigger picture. But it's bragging rights, you don't want to go to work the next day.
Isn't it the first task probably going to be what Wenger's looking at is secure that Champions League spot. It enables you to buy better players in the summer, etc. Now you go gung-ho and say you do make a mistake, all of a sudden you can get caught by Man United.
But you see, it's not gung-ho or do nothing. It's a balance that you need to strike, and I just don't think we struck that balance. I think in the last 10 minutes it was clear that Man City were going for the win, Arsenal were kind of settling for the draw.
They had to win though, didn't they? They had to, because now they're in trouble. I mean, if Man United win their last 2 games, they won't get in the top 4.
But the thing is, I just felt like there should have been a little bit more ambition. I don't think we just got the balance right. I wanted Arsenal to kind of, have a really good shape, be very disciplined, suck up all that pressure, but when you get a set piece, take it quickly, get your men forward, that sort of thing. I just don't think we had that balance right. We looked like we were totally settling for the draw. And I didn't see Arsene Wenger celebrating after the game. I didn't see him celebrating a draw, but I heard that he did. And, that kind of does sum it up. I think it's a reluctant acceptance of a result. You come to the Etihad and you draw 2-2. It's not actually the worst result in the world. They are a good team. But given the circumstances that we've put ourselves in, I wanted more from that. So, I'm not feeling like I'm ready to celebrate right now. I'm feeling as though I, really wanted to win that game. So it's a bit of a shame to see Arsene Wenger celebrating if indeed he did.
Now, what did you make of the fans today? There was talk of a lot of arguing between fans because of it's still a bit of a split going on in the fan base. What did you make of it today?
Just fed up of it. Arsenal fans band about the term embarrassing a lot. It's just one of those words that has lost its meaning a little bit. You're embarrassing if you're an Arsenal fan TV. You're embarrassing if you have an acronym that you want to use. You're embarrassing if you wear a football shirt. People for all sorts of reasons band it about. But I have to say, I do think that as a fan base, when there's coverage of fans fighting between themselves, that is embarrassing. I rarely feel embarrassed by the actions of others. You can do whatever you want to do. A lot of Arsenal fans know there's a geezer that comes home and away wearing a strip that's half home, half away. And some people say he's embarrassing. I don't really care. You do what you want to do. But when it's reported as Arsenal fans fighting, I do find that embarrassing. And
what's got to happen to unite the fan base now?
Listen, this isn't about. I think fans.
It is a bit about that because is it not
personal responsibility? If you're going to act like idiots, that's down to you. It's down to the way you've been brought up and how you want to carry yourself. It's not about. You can't shift blame onto managers or owners. Don't fight amongst each other. And we all know the reason why people are fighting is because of differing opinions. How stupid is that?
Well, it's out of frustration.
Yeah, but
what
it's
do
stupid, Robbie. You're meant to have.
So you just think it's an individual thing?
It's stupid idiots. You don't get this in cricket, do you? When Glamorgan plays Somerset, you don't get fans fighting. Or in fact, we're not even talking about rivalries. We're talking about our own fans. So when Somerset go and play Glamorgan, Somerset fans don't go and fight each other. Look, it's just stupid. It really is just absolutely stupid. And every fan that engages in fighting amongst themselves, if you walk past someone and shout abuse, call them a name or throw a punch or whatever you do, you're an idiot. Just have a bit of respect for people. But look, what can I say? It's not in my makeup to do that sort of stuff. I've been raised differently to that. If you don't do that, if you don't respect your fellow man like that, then what can I say? It's just absolutely stupid. But I'm not willing to pin that on Arsene Wenger. I'm not willing to pin that on Stan Kroenke. If you're the sort of person to do that, take a look at yourself, because it's dumb. It's really stupid.
And what's he got to do? We've got one game left now. Then the season will be over. They're going to go away. Everybody's going to go away, have a mass rethink, particularly the manager and the owners. What have they got to do before next season to restore a bit of, because it's about also restoring a bit of faith and confidence into the fans.
But Robbie, what makes you say they're going to go and have a mass rethink? That's my biggest worry.
Surely they will.
But why?
Surely.
What makes you say
they're
that?
going to have an appraisal of what's going on, surely.
Really?
Come on.
No, Robbie, I don't see it in the club. I don't see it.
You don't think they'll have an appraisal of what's going on this season? Even if they don't do it publicly?
Robbie, I honestly believe that, you know, in terms of the owners, and it's a top-down for me in terms of how the culture is shaped at this club, the owners want Champions League football. You know, they want the financial reward.
Right, Arsene Wenger then, is he not going to do an appraisal of what happened this season and then start to think to himself, right, what do I need to do better next season?
I'm sorry, I don't see any signs of that.
Well, then if there's no signs of that, then some of these guys are saying he should go. Right, because surely you'd have to have an appraisal.
What I would say is the fans that are right are the fans that are saying we need some sort of change. And I think fans are unanimous on that. And I do think that it's very, very hard to say whether there will be an appraisal, whether there will be any soul searching in the club or not. Because to me, and this is my genuine belief, that this season they'll turn around and they'll say minimum objective achieved. You know, obviously they'd like to go and win trophies, but overall, yeah, we've done what we wanted to do there or thereabouts. So no, there won't be any massive soul searching. Would I put my life savings on the fact that Arsenal are going to say, look, we've failed this year and we have to go and do this and go and do that?
Then that means we're going to come back next year. It's going to be the same thing.
Exactly. You know,
the people that you're saying they're stupid and that.
No. They're stupid for fighting one another.
You can understand why they get frustrated then.
I can understand why people get frustrated. I don't understand why that manifests itself to disrespect and fighting. That is stupid. You know, and that's my point. Look, DT was saying earlier, it's like North Korea now, where like if you have a different opinion to someone else, all of a sudden there's, you know, violence or consequences erupt out of that. Just let people have an opinion. I understand why people are frustrated. I'm extremely frustrated, but I have not been brought up and raised to go and fight people when they have a different opinion to me. The fact of the matter is, you know, what happened, freedom of speech in this country is the biggest myth I've ever heard of. You know, when people draw cartoons of the Prophet, oh, je suis Charlie. But when DT wants to hold up a banner, no one's je suis DT. Let people do what they want to do, live and let live, let people say what they want to say. I don't care what your opinion is, whether it's Islamophobic or Wengerphobic, I'm not going to punch you in the face as a result of it. Have a bit of respect and carry yourself with a bit of class. And that's why I'm not willing to say people are fighting because of a manager or because of fourth place or because of trophies. It's because they're idiots. And that's what it boils down to. I just hope that this summer we do something, but I'm not holding my breath at all because I have lost faith in this club's level of ambition. And as I've said before, what I'd like the club to come out and do is just turn around and have some acceptance of the fact that things haven't gone well this year. Ivan Gazidis, who I've actually stuck up for in recent years because in my book his remit is commercial revenues, not team performance, it's commercial revenues. He's signed commercial partners, he's grown the revenues, he's done a good job in terms of his remit. What I'd like Ivan Gazidis to come out and do is actually say to the fans, you know what, we have had that conversation, we have had that appraisal, we do recognise that things haven't gone well, and this is what we're going to do to put it right. I'd love for them to come out with some humility and say that to the fans and just communicate with the fans and treat us with a bit of respect rather than the contempt and the silence that they treat us with. That would go a long way for me. Just talk to the fans at a level where it shows that you care. That's just the first step, and then follow up with actions. But I'm not holding my breath.
Listen, get over right now onto the Ball Street channel and subscribe for a chance to win this signed Santi Cazorla t-shirt. All you got to do is subscribe to Ball Street and watch the video with me on there talking about Santi Cazorla and tell them that Arsenal Fan TV sent you. Subscribe right now to our mates over there on Ball Street.